What's up everyone, John Ranger here, and I've got a review for you of the iPhone 3GS. I'm going to try and make this a review more of the 3GS and not an overview of 3.0 like I've done in the past. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I always start all my phone reviews with, it's a phone and it's got to make phone calls. And I will say that call quality on the 3GS does seem to be significantly better than call quality on the 3G. On the 3G, I was regularly having dropped calls. People on the other end could definitely know I was on a cell phone, would hear white noise and some sort of sputtering. Not so with the 3GS. It may have something to do with the new radio that's used, or just even the upgraded hardware and specs, but call quality is fantastic. I'm also a heavy speakerphone user, and the speakerphone on the 3GS is extremely loud. In fact, where when I was on the 3G I had to turn it up all the way to hear adequately, now I only have to turn it up about half the way. Full volume really is just too loud. So Apple probably quite quietly updated the speaker on the 3GS. So some of the things that I enjoy about the 3GS, at the end I'll give you my impressions about whether or not I think it's worthwhile upgrading if you have a 3G. So voice command, and a lot of these features that I'm going to discuss are features that I know have been around on other phones, and I know that discussing them always causes quite a heated debate in the comments, but since there are new features on the iPhone at least, they certainly merit some sort of discussion. So voice command and voice control is really a fantastic implementation on the iPhone. Not only does it let you do voice dialing, which certainly has been around for a while, but lets you have full control over your iPod and other phone functions, which are quite nice. There have been a lot of times when I just want to say, call Rebecca, and it'll just go ahead and call her, and so I have to take the phone out while I'm driving, unlock it, slide to unlock, hit the phone button, go to favorites, and then hit her name. Really can just take too long to do, and it's quite unsafe while driving. So I'm very happy that now there's voice control, and the fact that you can access it while the phone is locked makes it that much easier, so there's no longer a need to unlock the phone. So I really am a big fan of the voice control. The compass feature, I've got no need for, and I don't think Apple anticipated the lay consumer needing to use the compass, but I think where the interesting thing with that comes into play is how the developers are going to use it. So if you're playing a game and you're moving around, it'll know how you're moving and where you are. And I think that we'll start to see the benefits of the compass down the road, and really we'll start to see it exclusively, I think, in the App Store. I don't have that much of a need to know what my latitude and longitude is. Maybe you guys do if you're going hiking. It's certainly nice to know, but nothing that I really require or expect in a phone. One of the things that I really love about the 3GS, and one of the things that really pushed me over the edge to upgrade, was video. As you guys know, I make a lot of videos, and sometimes it's a pain to have to carry my big camera with me or a tripod. Now with this, I can record and upload videos directly to YouTube like I did yesterday with the Roomba demonstration. And the quality, as you guys saw, is actually really strong for a mobile phone. At 30 frames per second, I think it really rivals the quality of a standard flip minnow. The audio fidelity also is absolutely fantastic. It's clear, it's crisp, and it's been overall very impressive. The editing sort of software that's on here isn't really editing software. It's mostly just the ability to crop. You can't piece two clips together. At least right now, it's just the ability to cut clips. But that being said, I really like having an extra camera. If I'm out and I want to see something that I want to record and share with you guys, I now have that ability to do that with the iPhone 3GS that I didn't have with the iPhone. So that alone for me was worth it. The 3GS also has updated hardware and specifications. Let's talk about those and how they affect real-world usage. I did a head-to-head comparison of the iPhone 3G and 3GS, and you could see some of those speed increases play when you're opening applications and such. I will say that I do notice a significant speed increase over the 3G using everyday use, but that wouldn't be enough of a reason for me to upgrade. I think the 3G was plenty fast enough. The extra speed is quite nice. One of the things that I really was looking forward to with the 3GS was the supposedly increased battery life. They were saying realistically it was getting anywhere from 1.5 to even 2 times as good a battery life. And I gotta say, I have not seen that yet. I've had the phone a week and I've done really a decent amount of battery conditioning and battery usage to try and drain it, pull it back up, drain it, pull it back up to really get it to full strength. And battery-wise, I see zero improvement over what the 3G was. That may change if I've only had the phone a week, and if it does, I'll update this video. Maybe 2-3 weeks down the road, I'll actually see the benefit of the supposedly increased battery. But right now, I'm just not seeing it. So some 3.0 features that I should mention. Cut, copy, and paste is very nice, but now you get those on the 3G. Nothing really revolutionary there. The universal search is nice. I've never used it outside of just playing with it to see how it worked. And at some day, hopefully the ability to MMS and tether, at least legitimately, will be a quite nice addition as well. So overall, the 3GS for me has certainly been a very worthwhile upgrade, if only for the video capabilities. The fidelity is fantastic, audio and video, and it really is a nice alternative to carrying around a camera. So for me personally, it was a no-brainer to upgrade. However, for you guys, if you're not into the video, you're not making a lot of videos, you don't have a need for an increased still and video camera, and you have a 3G, you may not want to upgrade. No one can tell a difference. When you're talking on your phone, this looks exactly the same as a 3G. There's really no way to tell a difference other than some shiny lettering on the bottom. No one can tell, and it really doesn't matter that much. The increased speed and specs, while nice and do help web pages load a little bit quicker, is nothing that drastic. But if video is your thing, then I think the 3GS is a great way to go. Also, the increased processor and RAM, if you play a lot of games on your 3GS, you'll notice significant game improvements, both graphically and speed-wise. So if you're a big gamer on your iPhone, or you think you might be a big gamer on your iPhone, the 3GS you may also want to consider. It really is going to come down to a personal decision about whether or not you're eligible for the upgrade, and if you are, is it worth the money? Or if you're not eligible, is it still worth the money to kind of force your upgrade? It's going to be a personal decision, but for me, it was definitely an easy one to make. I am thrilled with the 3GS. I think it's probably one of the best phones out there. I do wish, after using the Palm Pre for a while, that there was some way to multitask on the iPhone 3GS, 3G, or original iPhone. I do think something like that would be coming. I think the 3GS on its own is a great phone, but again, it may be a victim of Apple's success and really the rumor mill. There were rumors that Apple was going to have front-facing camera and a new design, and I think that when you didn't see those, people were disappointed, and that took away from what Apple did do. And they did update the specs, and they did offer an amazing phone at the same price point that the iPhone 3G was introduced at. So you are getting really improved function, but you're not getting an improved design. And I think that that's also where some of the disappointment came in. It looks exactly the same, and that may be nice if you have cases or what other sort of accessories you may have for the iPhone. But, what are you going to do? I would expect the next generation of the iPhone to have some sort of radical redesign. Hopefully with that front-facing camera that most people have talked about. But of course, Apple's development cycle doesn't coincide with the rumor mill, so you can't really hold them accountable for it. So overall, if I have to rate the iPhone 3GS on a scale from 1 to 5, I give it a really, really, really solid 4 3/4. It's a great phone, one of the best I've ever used, and it's why I use it every single day. And I test a lot of phones through here, and there aren't many that I like to keep and use for myself, but the iPhone 3GS and the 3G before it are one of the few that I really hold on to and use on a daily basis. Plus I got white with the 3GS and kind of dig the white back. And for those of you that are asking, it doesn't show fingerprints, it's not cracking, it looks just as good as the black, just in white. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. For exclusive content, be sure to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/John4Lakers. And if you want to see the iPhone 3GS doing some head-to-head comparisons with the Palm Pre, the BlackBerry Storm, and the original iPhone 3G, go back and check out some previous videos. I did really some thorough comparisons of each phone. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you, or actually you guys will see me, in the next video. Bye.